His Secret Obsession Review. Probably the best thing about my activity as a book commentator is that not normal for most customary perusers, who read books out of energy absolutely as they have different activities, I find a good pace parcel of books that are out of the container and rather whimsical due to my work. If you want to learn more, link in description below. His Secret Obsession is one of those books since I don't fit in the normal segment of its perusers. In any case, that is the enjoyment part, correct? As a straight single man who has been in the dating game and has had connections, I can make them intrigue bits of knowledge in light of the fact that the book is expounded on my sort of men. Possibly check its genuineness. While I have seen phrases like, his secret obsession scam, marching the web, I don't trust it is. It makes them intrigue focuses that I think legitimizes its cost. Likewise, I needed to become familiar with this riddle called love also. Albeit because of my distinct fascination for learning on the web, I've taken a couple of seminars on connections, out of weariness in some cases. I think this digital book makes them premium takes on this everlasting conundrum. His Secret Obsession. A brief overview. His Secret Obsession by James Bauer is for ladies who need to improve their connections by seeing increasingly about men. How about we talk about James Bauer first? He's a prepared analyst and a relationship master. So clearly, he's the ideal person to expound on men with regards to connections. He has additionally composed What Men Secretly Need, a book covering fundamentally the same as points. Along these lines, he's knowledgeable about composition too. Furthermore, to be completely forthright, it appears in this book just as he adopts a progressively point-by-point strategy to the consuming inquiry, what do men truly need? Obviously, there's a manipulative undercurrent in this book, yet then the market of self-improvement guides are covered with such books. For instance, How to Converse with Anybody by Lely Lowndes and The Great in the Class, How to Make Companions and Impact Individuals by Dale Carnegie. In this book, James discusses something many refer to as legend instinct. Obviously, it for the most part covers the manly idea of men. The basic senses of men like sex, appetite and thirst. The things that make men, well, men. I need to shower some axe just by tuning into legend instinct. With or without jokes, James takes a refined and thorough interpretation of this characteristic and really gives some sagacious plans to ladies for how to trigger it. Aside from this, he discusses different qualities of male brain research broadly also. I won't ruin by putting the thoughts here. You ought to get the book on the off chance that you feel interested. In any case, he discusses a few systems or signs that should assist you with directing your relationship better. Pros. All around educated and created composing. Carries a great deal of new plans to the table, like this intricate exchange on legend instinct. The creator isn't some amateurish cash get, however has really wise thoughts regarding the subject. Cons. The manipulative suggestion annoyed me more than it ought to have. Relationship material. You may think this is the rundown of great agenda things that demonstrate that the man is ideal for nestling and go in hibernation with. Be that as it may, rather, it's a different way. These are a few qualities to get to make men think you are relationship material. The private island. Envision an island you are stuck on and you are distant from everyone else. Yet, rather than fearing this spot, you are entirely in love with it. To such an extent that you need to have babies with it. Okay, that is excessively far, however you get the thought. Women, in the event that you need to be that island for your man, this book got you secured. The X-back signal. No one enjoys breakups. It's a wreck and frequently leaves you sincerely troubled. However, James has a few thoughts for those especially hesitant ladies who are not yet prepared to proceed onward. I am not judging, I have experienced that stage too. Anyway, these signs and expressions will make your ex creep back to you, if that is the thing that you need. The glimpse phase. It's probably the best thing that this book can educate ladies. Envision you met him just because, and lo and view, you need him to be truly pulled into you. These strategies are to be utilized to make that man needing for more, needing to find out about you. The damsel in distress signal. Everybody adores consideration. No special case to that. Thus, on the off chance that you are in a post for approaches to make your man give more consideration to you, at that point these are a few different ways you can do it. I own you. As much as negative and manipulative it sounds, it isn't. This is to be utilized to make your man open more to you. To cause him to comprehend, share his weaknesses and mysteries with you. Quiet action signal. It's the ideal opportunity for the legend instinct. Truly, I talked that for all to hear like he man at the hour of composing. Anyway, these abilities spread about how to utilize your shrouded gifts and credit to drive up the saint impulse in your accomplice. Who is it composed for? Why and when would it be advisable for you to understand it? This book is clearly composed for ladies. Ladies who are interested about the tangled personality of a man. It's a decent read, and a considerable lot of the snippets of data in the book are very smart, particularly ones who are searching for it. It's elegantly composed, far-reaching and not bogus. James Bauer is obviously very much educated about this subject, and you can become familiar with some things regardless of whether your relationship is cruising smooth. In any case, I have an intriguing interpretation of this, read about it regardless of whether you are a developed man like me. On the off chance that you have an opportunity to save and can stand to state, well, that is not me, every once in a while, I'd not prescribe it, however kinda push that you should understand it. A few things I gained from this book delighted me and caused me to think about myself. What's more, you may even discover some cleverness in it given that it's not implied for you. All things considered, I prescribe this book to ladies and inquisitive exhausted men like me since it's elegantly composed, all around educated, zesty and a simple read. Gauging it out. Despite the fact that the book has a place with a mushy and money grabber kind which benefits from frailty, it has some extremely attentive thoughts. Having said that, I don't have a clue what I was anticipating. Considerably in the wake of being intriguing, I generally felt the manipulative suggestion and never felt like it was really unique. It seemed well and good, yet at the same time the benefiting from weakness was consistently there. If you want to learn more, link in description below.